training etiquette. So we've gone through like a series of like know yourself, know your client. Don't like tout around your income like I'm top producer, like I make more than everybody else. Don't do that. That's like a real turnoff. I think the industry needs to like not talk about what you make. Another one that is like really probably the core of all is be conscious. Just be yourself, but be conscious of who you are. Be conscious of why you're there. Be conscious of your role. Be conscious of your client. Be conscious of what you're meant to do for your client while you're working with them. Be conscious. When we say be conscious, another term that we use in meditation is be aware. Be aware. Not everybody goes through the daily activities in life being aware or being conscious of their own self. So when you are, you're taking time to think about things. You're taking time to be mindful, and you're taking time to be thoughtful of what you're doing. So when we slow down and we're conscious of ourselves, sometimes we do things a little bit better. And it shows. It shows. Details will show to your client that you're mindful. You're mindful of them, and you're mindful of the situation that you're in for them. So when we are conscious or aware, we see more. We take in more. We use our senses as if they are expanded. It's called expanded awareness. Expanded awareness. Be aware. Use your senses. Slow down. Slow your pace down. And be mindful of what you're doing. This shows the customer that you're taking time, that it's meaningful for them to be with you. It goes a long way in the end. Your client stays with you. So let me give you another example on this trip. So the one agent didn't show up that we had already planned to meet for months, okay? So the agent doesn't show up. So I had to go out and scramble and find another agent. And I was alarmed when I called different shops, and I was alarmed by the actual responses I got. So finally, we found an agent. It just so happened the agent was very nice, kind of new, but cordial, and practiced etiquette quite well. The only thing that didn't quite work out was that in the midst of working with the agent, there's only so much time in a day. And since we had a very limited amount of time, and the entire trip was for work. It was working to find a place. I was working to find a place. I had very little time. And because I had another agent that didn't know I was coming in town, it was rightfully so that she had other business as well. However, I have to say this. I know because I've worked with clients who used to come in from Houston, and they had a small amount of time. And I would maximize the time that I could have with them, because when you are not with that client, and if they need to see properties, they are going to go and find somebody else to show them properties. It's the way nature works. So if you know you have only a small amount of time and the agent that you have is like booked with other people, it's by nature that you're going to go look for another agent on the days that that person can't show you properties, because you only have a designated number of hours. Who wouldn't do that? That's like common sense. So from the perspective of being an agent, be cognizant of somebody who doesn't have a lot of time. And if you are taking them on as a client, you need to spend that time with them, because chances are when you're not with them and they need to look at property and they've told you, I need to look at properties, they're going to go get somebody else. So it comes back to the etiquette of being aware. Be aware. Be conscious of what you're doing. Be conscious. Being aware and thoughtful goes a long way. And if the client doesn't recognize it, it's okay. Because you know why? You are conscious of your own self. And you're going about business the way that it works for you. So be aware for the other person, but be aware. Okay, very simple. Be aware.